Good morning and welcome to Sports at Sunrise, where you get your morning sports opinions. I'm Caleb. He's geeking me back.
We haven't missed 2 episodes. What do you mean?
We don't.
What do you mean?
We don't
That didn't
talk.
happen.
There's for good reasons.
Maybe, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I have a setup now.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Except I have one issue.
What?
I can't see the ghost.
Uh
I still can't see the ghost.
he's Oh well he's right there. Actually, you can a little.
No, you can't
He's
because
right there.
the mic perfectly blocks it.
No, it doesn't. He's right there.
Oh, I bail. Okay, now go to your normal sitting position. Oh, crazy!
Yeah.
You fully block him.
Yeah, well, that's life, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
Move him.
No.
Move him.
No.
No one needs to see Rex's helmet.
But I like Rex's helmet.
Yes, you did. Alright, you want to talk baseball?
Oh yeah, sure, I can talk a little bit of baseball. The Rockies don't suck. God, the last time we talked was what? Last
Before
week
the
on Friday?
Dodgers?
Yeah. So the Rockies became the first team this year to beat the Dodgers in back-to-back games. So that's fun. The Rockies did a little bit of the bully on the Dodgers, which is everybody's favorite thing. I don't know, man. I get that the Rockies still aren't good, but they're fun, which is more than I ever thought we could say. They did lose the final game to the Dodgers by 9 runs, but we're not going to talk about that. Jose Quintana and Tanner Gordon, bad.
We won 2 more games than people expected.
This is 100% accurate. So much so that Dalton Rushing, the fucking loser-ass catcher of the Dodgers, had to accuse the Rockies of cheating for doing what the Rockies do.
Dog.
Which
Dog.
is, like, my favorite part of that was, one, the Rockies Twitter admin making fishing jokes the entire next day, but also every Rockies hitter who got on base doing a fucking fishing celebration just to mock that guy.
That wasn't my favorite thing.
Perfect. That's exactly what you got to do, because that's so stupid. Like, dude genuinely just didn't read the scouting report. The Rockies swing on more than 50% of the pitches they see. The Rockies are just swinging, and they are the most free swinging first pitch team. They swing at the first pitch constantly. That's what they do. It's your fault for serving up meatballs on the first pitch. Obviously, the team that swings a lot is going to keep swinging.
That wasn't even the best part. All the comments on the tweet of him saying that was, dude, it's the Rockies.
Yeah. And then even his manager the next day being like, yeah, there was nothing fishy about it. We just pitched bad. It's like, you right, though. And then the Rockies had the saddest day of Rockies baseball this year. They lost a 1-0 ball game at Coors Field for the first time since 2006, and only the 12th 1-0 game in Coors Field history. That doesn't happen. Yeah, that just doesn't happen, and they lost it. Moving on from that, they did finally beat the Padres once, and then they should have beat the Padres again after a decent game from Ryan Feltner and Zach Agnos and Seth Halverson. But then Victor Vodnik, our closer, comes in to close it out and gives up 5 earned runs.
Yeah.
And loses us the game. So shout out Victor Vodnik. Somebody execute that man. And then today happened. And you know what happened today? The Colorado Rockies won another game.
Yes.
They went and bullied the New York Mets.
Fuck the Mets.
Dinger was out there flirting with Mrs. Met again. Michael Lorenzen pitched his best game as a Rocky. Antonio Senzatella is still maybe our best pitcher, which is crazy. Nobody ever would have thought that would be a word you would ever say.
No.
So that's those things I know. That's some bases and balls.
Facts.
Do you actually want to talk the NBA? I don't think there's good things for you in this conversation.
What? I mean, Nuggets are down 2-1.
Okay, I think the biggest thing there, to me, that's not a surprise. The Timberwolves, we've talked about this, are built to beat the Nuggets.
Played
That's
a
the
bad
entire
game,
thing.
which is, you know,
Well, that's 2 in a row.
he played a pretty solid. He had a bad stretch in one game, but he didn't play bad.
Game 2, his bad stretch was the fourth quarter. Your
Which,
2 most clutch
oh no!
players
Oh no! A player had a bad moment, had a bad stretch. Oh no! The world's gonna fucking end. I'm tired of NBA fans overreacting to the Jokic being a basketball player who has a bad run. Oh no! If it was anyone else, they hop off the dick.
No, they do this to everyone, and I'm just doing this because it's funny to me. But also, like, the thing is, the Timberwolves, this team is built to beat the Nuggets. That's it. That is what they built themselves as. So, shocker, they're good at the thing they're designed to do. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing that makes me mad about this is that we have to watch it in the first round instead of the Western Conference Finals like it should be. That's the only depressing part.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This would be way more fun in the Western Conference Finals. I do think, shout out Jaden McDaniels, though. When you call out every single player on a team and say they're ass, you have to go out and perform the next night. And he did. So shout out. Like, you can't take that away from... He got to say those things, and then he actually backed them up, which is shocking, because normally... that would happen, and then Jaden McDaniels would go out and like 1 for 13 from 3 and be ass, you know. But no, he actually backed up his bullshit, which is good.
So, last game frustrated me because, like, I hate Christian Braun.
Yeah.
What's killing us is Watson and Gordon being out that game.
Yeah.
Like, if we had both of them, those are the 2 best defenders who just so happen to be out in a game right after Jaden McDaniels calls everyone out. Like, dog, this could be worse time. Our 2 best defenders can't play in the game. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, that timing is so ironic. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It really is.
Like, Zeke Naji, who's a horrid defender, is now getting playtime? Bruh.
Yeah. Also, real quick, shout out Io DeSumo, man.
He had a good game.
At this point, Rob Dillingham is going to have to become the best point guard in basketball for the Timberwolves to have lost that trade.
Io's helping him. A lot of people said this.
That was a huge move. Like, Io was huge. Shout out Bones Highland for being the only player on the Timberwolves to have a negative plus-minus. He's the only one.
Because he don't play defense.
Shout out Bones, man.
No. I'm not stressing yet. If it's 3-1 is when I'll start stressing. I'm just tired of Jokic finally had a bad game in the playoffs in his career. Oh no, because Jamal Murray's because the rest of the starters produced a whole 2 3-pointers. Hey Geek, you want to guess who's the starter who made 2 threes in our starting lineup that wasn't Jokic?
No clue.
Spencer motherfucking Jones.
Oh.
The dude who still posts on LinkedIn. Who was a 2-way player on a 2-way contract mostly is the only starter who made a 3 for us tonight. In our starting lineup.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I get why he took 26 shots when he's cold. Because why the fuck would we let anyone else shoot?
Fair.
Like, it's just where it's at. Jokic had a bad night. And so many people are like, oh my god, he's not good. Bro.
Also, I think the other big thing that I think people aren't realizing is if you have actually been watching the Timberwolves play the Nuggets in the playoffs so far, one, the team defense for the Timberwolves is really good. Shocker. The team that's built to be a defensive juggernaut is a defensive juggernaut. Shocking. The second big thing, though, I don't know if it's the fact that Wemby got to be the first unanimous D-boy of all time or what. Rudy Gobert is playing different than I've ever seen that man play before. He is upset that happened. He's like, I'm better than that guy. Fuck you.
I also think the Timberwolves are the only team who took the script the Lakers gave when the Lakers won the title on how to play Jokic in the playoffs, of have 3 bigs and beat the living shit out of him, because the Timberwolves beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, they always do. And they do it with everybody that's not Rudy. So in the fourth quarter, Rudy has no foul trouble, and they say, all right, go get him now.
Yeah.
And then Rudy's fresh and goes, okay, now I got to do my thing.
Has always been the secret is, if you want to stop Jokic, you need to beat the shit out of him. Naz Reid had 4 fouls in 18 minutes. Naz Reid was beating the shit out of Jokic. Julius Randle had 3 fouls. I guarantee you 2 of them were on Jokic. Gobert had 4 fouls, and I guarantee you all 4 were on Jokic. You just 100%. Beat the shit out of Jokic, and you live with the fact that he shoots 11 free throws. Because what else are they going to do? Make Jamal Murray beat you. Because right now he is colder than iced water.
And if you're going to force somebody to beat you, it's like, yeah, force Jamal Murray. But then also, we know Jamal Murray's your next best scorer. So that means, here, Jaden McDaniels, go do your job. You're one of the best perimeter defenders in basketball. You go take him. Yeah. Cool. And last night, it worked. And guess what? In game 4, it might not. And Jamal might go for 40. That's just how it goes. I understand. It's basketball, dude.
That's why I'm like, I'm not stressing we're down 2-1. Because Jokic or Murray will figure this shit out of we're down 2-1. If we don't win game 4, we're fucked. One of the two will just figure it out and go for 40.
And if they don't figure it out, or if, let's say, Jokic figures it out, but Murray's still really bad, then we have an entirely different conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah. Jokic is having to play his ass off while being beaten to bricks to try to will us to wins because no one else is playing well. Aaron Gordon would be a lifesaver right now because that at least gives you someone you have to run out on who gives Jokic some help and all that. But, Jokic only played 35 minutes in a playoff game, which never happens because he physically can't.
Yeah.
The other playoff series, Boston leads 2-1.
Before we get... Okay, I was going to say, let's not get into the other big-ish one.
There's 2 big-ish. There's 2 big ones.
You thinking Hawks-Knicks is a big one? Okay. Save that for second to last.
Raptors are trailing 2-1. Spurs are 1-1 playing right now. Wemby's got a concussion, and because of concussion protocol, he missed the game he got the concussion, and he's not playing tonight, which is huge.
Yeah, there's a world where the Trailblazers win this series now.
The Trailblazers, I said it when they won the play-in. They are built defensively as hell with winners, and apparently they might push, what?
Bismack Biyombo is still in the league?
Yes! Yes, and he's a Trailblazer! No, he's a Spur!
He's a Spur.
Yes, he's a Spur.
That just broke my brain.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
Yes, no.
Him and Kelly Olynyk. What a weird crew the Spurs have.
Luke Cornett's starting center tonight, buddy. Let's see what the Aaron Fox got in him. The Thunder lead 2-0. Shocker. Pistons are up 1-0. The Magic just looked really good in Game 1, which they hadn't looked like all year. And they just locked the fuck in, and then the Pistons responded. The Knicks trail the Hawks 2-1.
Did we mention the Thunder and the Suns?
I just said that. So. I just said it's 2-0.
I zoned out, but okay.
It's 2-0.
That's fair. Devin Booker actually spoke about somebody in a way that wasn't kind, which is really weird.
What did he say?
He's pissed at the refs.
Oh, that? Oh, did you see that?
I saw bits of it. I saw the Caruso clip where he's like, yo, give him a tech, and then they did, which is crazy.
No, but did you see the whole clip of what happened? No. Devin Booker got pushed out of bounds and just started walking back on defense, and he got a technical. Didn't say a word to a ref, didn't say anything to a player, pushed out of bounds, let the ball dribble, and was just walking back on defense and got a tech for it.
That's crazy.
Which, against the Thunder doesn't help the Thunder don't get a favored whistle when you just walk away from being pushed out of bounds, not saying a word, and you get a tech for it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the fans of the Suns will. I'm pretty sure NBA fans will help pay for that fucking fine. Because he said what everyone has been saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Hawks are up 2-1 on the Knicks. Shout out Danhausen. Do you get that?
True. Yeah, true.
He cursed Stephen A. and look at it. 2-1. 2-1.
If the Hawks win that series,
Oh
man.
my god. Oh, he called out Stephen A. tonight on SmackDown.
Oh, did he?
He had a cutout. He's like, hey, go Knicks. Holding a Stephen A. Oh, no, he said go Hawks.
That's crazy.
Stephen A. was
Shout
like,
out CJ McCollum, man.
yeah, the small guards love to terrorize New York City.
That's true.
Trey Young, now CJ.
Shout out Mikal Bridges having 0 points in 21 minutes.
And oh my god, he was negative 26.
Yeah.
Minus 26.
Also, real quick, here's the thing I don't understand about the Knicks. Why do you refuse to give Karl Anthony Towns the ball in the fourth quarter? He's
Hold
your
on.
best scorer.
Time
I don't
out.
care that Jalen Brunson's there. He's your best
Time
scorer.
out.
Give him the ball. So.
Look at the plus minus for the entire Knicks roster.
Uh-huh.
Tell me how you lose this game when you have one. Oh, Mitchell Robinson was also negative minus 18. Holy fuck. You lost this game because of two players, and you can authentically say that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, they didn't play well. Nikhil didn't play well, but CJ McCollum and Jalen Johnson got you.
Hey, don't forget Jonathan Kuminga.
Did Kuminga play well again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, off the bench, 21. Yeah, Kuminga cold.
Yeah. But I think dude, it's just so interesting that the Knicks have fully crumbled like this. But I think
There's
the
an
more
answer.
important one. Oh, what's the answer?
Quinn Snyder versus Mike Brown. I haven't watched many games, but apparently it's the Knicks are better, but when your coach is literally coaching circles around the other coach, it fully erases that gap of players.
Yeah. And Quinn's a damn good coach.
Yes. Also, shout out Scoot Henderson real quick. Dropped 30 in a playoff win the other night.
Shout out.
Yeah, it sucked Lakers being up 3-0.
Yeah, man. I think, dude, the clip of LeBron when they're like going over what the path to the finals would be for the Lakers, and he's all locked in, and Steve Nash does you seeing it all come together, and LeBron just nods his head. You know, he might be seeing it all come together.
I feel bad for
What the
one man.
fuck? Who?
Dude, this ain't on KD. And it sucks. Because he
Did KD not play again?
Dude, do you know how fucked his knee is?
Then why did he play in game 2?
To try to give them a fucking shot.
See, but okay, you played in game 2, which means you should keep playing because now it just looks like you realized you can't beat Braun again and you ducked him. That's what the narrative's gonna be.
It's gonna be the narrative. But apparently,
The other big thing for this narrative is just gonna be KD truly cannot win on his own. That's just how it's gonna be.
it's still,
He
the
has to
narratives,
be the second fiddle.
the narratives are gonna be there, which is just what's gonna happen. So from what I understand from his knee, it's not an issue of him being able to play through it. KD can play through the knee. Ime doesn't want the mobility loss with his knee.
So Ime just wants to lose. So Ime's getting fired,
Ime,
which we kind of already knew. But
because before game 1, when he was announced out, Ime literally came out and said, "It's not a pain thing; it's a movement thing." And it's obviously like KD had a bunch of turnovers, which the one game he's played, which you don't want. But KD still had 23, 6, and 4 on good efficiency. Turned the ball over, which sucks. But you also
that's
have
literally what KD does.
But you also then have Reed Shepard, Aaron Holiday, and Tari Eason go a combined 2 for 12 off the bench from 3.
Yeah.
in a 7-point loss. So KD tried. I think Ime's just like, your defense is a liability right now because of your knee. And I will take a KD's offense if it means he's not great on defense right now. Because they could have... Having a Kevin Durant tonight would have won them this game.
Yeah.
Because authentically, I watched overtime. The issue in overtime was they couldn't get a fucking bucket for the first 3 minutes. And I'm telling you, Kevin Durant will go get you a damn bucket if you need a bucket.
And that offense would have been huge because, like, Luke Kennard did not show up this game like he had the previous two. Even Marcus Smart didn't. Like, he just shot a lot of free throws. He was just getting to the line.
Yeah, but Marcus Smart also had 10 assists and 5 steals.
Right, but you know what I mean.
He still played winning ball.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is just having KD's offense would have helped a lot in this game.
Yeah.
Just don't ask KD to try to go one-on-one with LeBron. Maybe.
You also...
Guess what? LeBron is still more athletic at 41 than KD. That's never going to change.
Especially when KD's on a bum knee.
Right. But it's like, LeBron's always been able to blow by KD. That's just how it works. He's a more explosive player. Yes. That's just how this works.
LeBron's explosivity. Kevin Durant is pure, I'm going to go get me some points. Try me.
He's just, I'm 7 feet tall and a fluid mover. There's nothing you can do to me. And LeBron's just like, I'm 41, but I'm still faster and stronger than all of you. Get out of my way.
This Rockets team is so clearly... It's not KD, because the Rockets... They, again, 28% from 3.
Yeah.
Like, I struggle to shift blame on KD when this is the 3rd game in a row they've shot under 34% from 3.
Yeah, but also, yes, but also, I don't feel bad for KD at all. Because this is the exact team and the exact build of a team that he handpicked. He said, I want this team knowing what the trade was going to be. He knew who they were giving up. He knew where he was going. He picked this.
Yeah. So
you picked a team that couldn't help you.
I also don't think he expected this team to go and shoot 10-20% lower than they did in the regular season, most games.
I mean, that you're going to a team with 0 experience in any big games and demanding them to play good. That's just not gonna fly.
I don't think he's demanding them to play good. It's you don't expect a 36% 3-point shooting team to go all the way down to 24%.
Well, to be fair, KD hasn't played 2 of the games, so you're forcing a new guy into shooting more shots, which then causes a problem. Reed Shepherd's not taking 13 threes if KD plays, dog. That's just not how it works.
I don't think... I'm going to pull up numbers real quick before I just speak out my ass. Let's see. Sengun's already not a great... You're already not a great shooter. What are you at the total? Like, I don't think you expect Aaron Holiday, who's played in the playoffs before, to go from a near 40% shooter on 3 attempts to the same attempts yet to make a 3.
Huh.
I don't think you expect Reed Shepard, who... I think this team made the Rockets made the playoffs last year. Yeah, these guys played in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but there were no expectations. They were a surprise team, and then they lost, and everyone, oh, dang. Well, they need a real player.
You know, Reed Shepard goes from a... Let me find him on here. 40% 3-point shooter on 7 attempts a game to 1 more attempt all the way down to below to 29%.
Yeah.
Like, you don't expect guys who... Like, I'll cut Reed some slack. He was a rookie last year and played in only 3 games. And shot, again, horribly in the playoffs. Last year. Shot 0% from 3. To get Lakers will win the series. That's what it is.
Yeah. Shout out LeBron, though, man.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely intrigued for what this Lakers team can do, especially like Marcus Smart isn't going to be their second leading scorer once Reeves and Luka are
Is
back.
Reeves going to be
Obviously,
back for the playoffs?
yes, I think.
I don't think so.
Thought he was. Yeah, he's going to come back for Game 4 against the Rockets.
Oh.
Yeah, he's out for Lakers Rockets Game 3, trying to return for Game 4.
I would sit Game 4 with you up 3-0 and just recover.
Dude, because if second round, especially, like, how does the bracket work out?
So, who they're playing? They still play OKC.
Oh, they get OKC second round. Okay.
It's someone else thought this on the radio over reseeds. No, it's still just right now. We're just staring Timberwolves Blazers second round matchup, which no one in the world would have predicted.
Dude, if that's how it goes, like everyone thought it was going to be Spurs, and then it was always a coin flip, Nuggets or Timberwolves, because it always is. I still think it'll go 7. Because it always does.
I'm not. I'm not stressed about it. Like the Nuggets won.
Unless it goes to 3-1, then suddenly it's like, oh fuck.
See,
okay,
I can't.
We've lost. Just hang it up.
I can't say that because I watched Jokic and Murray come back from 3-1 2 times.
Yeah, but not against the Wolves.
Okay, no one thought Kawhi would let that happen. No one thought at the time the red hot Donovan Mitchell would let that. They've done it against Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Donovan Mitchell can't defend, and neither could anyone else on that Utah team. That was the issue, and why people judged Rudy so hard, is because you'd get to those playoff games, and Rudy's the only real defender on those teams, and then he'd get embarrassed because he's the only guy playing defense. But no, a Wolves Trailblazer series would be crazy. Wolves about to walk to the Western Conference Finals again, and then get the shit kicked out of them by whoever it is. It's gonna be sad. I don't know. Luka and Austin Reeves coming back fully healthy just for OKC, that intrigues me.
Will Luka be fully healthy, as you think?
Half healthy Luka is still better than everyone on OKC.
Jeez, I can actually fully say the Rockets win tonight against LA. Seeing how they were quite literally the young Reed Shepherd fucking it up, and Reed Shepherd wouldn't have been in the game if KD was playing.
That's fair.
Like, I can very confidently say tonight would have been 2-1 and the Rockets would look like they have hope. Ready to talk big draft things?
I guess, yeah, we can talk about the NFL draft a little bit.
We'll talk bigs first, talk Broncos, then talk Vikings, since Vikings have done more.
Sure. Sounds good.
So, what I'm deeming the big ones are shockers, or like the big names who people knew would drop. Or people thought should go higher, and quarterbacks. Because quarterbacks are always interesting.
Yeah.
Jeremiah
Love.
Love.
Is a bad pick.
You
said quarterback.
I was going to save quarterbacks for last.
Before
we went to teams. So I was going to talk shockers.
Okay.
Because one of the biggest shockers was at quarterback.
That's fair.
Jeremiah Love went number 3. Highest paid running back in football.
Jeremiah Love was one of maybe the 3 best prospects in this class. That's 100% true. That's too high of a pick, man.
I was fine with it until I saw the contract.
Well, it's the contract, and it's also, dude, okay. Who was a better prospect, him or Genty?
Genty.
Right. Arizona's O-line is worse than the Raiders was. They've just screwed him. Like, and plus they're sending him to a team. The Raiders at least had Geno, so they expected to have a quarterback, even if Jacoby Brissett is okay. And right now, they're not even sure they're going to keep him because they have to pay him and they don't want to, and he's going to sit out. So you don't have a real quarterback. You don't have an offensive line. You don't have a real defense. Running back should have been the last thing on your mind. It's a bad pick. Great player. Even bad position for the pick because you don't want to pay a running back that much. Like, this just felt like a trade down spot. But also, maybe, I don't know, maybe Love goes to the Titans. But at least that would make sense. The Titans have been building their O-line. It's not perfect, but they at least have pieces and have been trying. He's not going to go to the Giants. Maybe he goes to Cleveland?
Actually,
and Cleveland doesn't trade out?
There's a feeling he would have, just based on that's who Neighbors was really pushing for. And it felt like there was disappointment in Neighbors when that happened.
Interesting.
And Harbaugh loves a running back.
That's fair.
But also, shout out Giants. Great draft so far.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it next episode, but Giants, great draft, shout out.
Yeah. What are we considering a big deal?
Jets 16, Sadiq.
Is David Bailey not a huge surprise because he wasn't even the best edge rusher on his own college team? And he somehow went second overall?
No, because a lot of people expected this.
That makes no sense.
Combine was great. Workouts were great. He had the best physicals of all edge rushers. His tape was actually was a lot better than people anticipated.
Except for he has no moves and he's only a power guy, but he's too small to be a power guy. He's not that, like, I think that's... Dude, Arvell Reese was right there, and your whole claim is you wanted to take the safe pick, and you went with the riskiest possible option.
I think the Bailey pick's great. I like the Bailey pick.
Interesting. Okay.
I like it. I think it makes sense. I think, because Reese will play more off... will be more Micah style. I don't know if he'll play off the edge as much as... He probably will for the Giants.
And even if he doesn't,
he'll play way more off ball with the Giants.
Yeah,
with he'll play off ball.
Burns, Tibbs, and
Carter.
Yeah, especially after Harbaugh said after last night that they were not planning on moving on from Tibbs and that they love him and they want to keep good players in the building.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'd call Sadiq at 16 a shocker for two reasons. One, I don't think anyone saw them taking Sadiq.
No, the Jets taking a tight end in back-to-back drafts is really weird and really stupid, but hey, they did it.
In the fact...
Also... Go ahead.
They almost then they thought about Cooper at 16 as well.
Yeah. The Jets draft makes no sense. And is fully why they're still not going to be a good football team.
No, they'll take a minute to get anywhere.
And then, Reuben Bain falling as far as he did, I still think is a bit of a surprise. The off-the-field stuff just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
He was found to have done nothing wrong. It was just a shitty accident. You've given guys way higher picks and not let them fall for actually being pieces of shit. So I don't want to hear it. Also, I don't understand what the fuck the Dolphins are doing. Needed a safety, traded out of Caleb Downs, and then took very much not the best offensive tackle available. Not the best pass, not the best, offensive lineman available. There were 8 guys they should have taken. The Dolphins feel kind of stupid right now also.
In the first round?
Maybe in general, I don't know what they did later.
I love one of their picks today.
Fair. And I think it's easy to buy into their second pick later, but...
Of Chris Johnson?
Yeah. You can buy in. I don't think that was the best spot for him, but you can buy it.
I think I see what the Dolphins are doing, and I think I like it. I think they're taking the approach of we're rebuilding. Let's just take the best player and figure it out later. Instead of trying to overthink it. They know they're not going to be competitive this year. Let's just get the right guys in the building who can help make us competitive and win football in the future and figure the rest out. Which is how I feel sometimes those big-ass rebuilds, you have to approach it. figure it out
For sure.
in the future. Don't overthink it about taking, this guy with the upside. Let's just get the best ball player and move on. Just kind of what they did in the second round with their first pick. This was the only big guy I think I saw in the second round we're talking about. Is Jacob Rodriguez is a Dolphin.
Oh, okay.
Who is won almost every defensive award in college, but is a off-ball linebacker who wasn't explosive athletically, who is just really, really good at football and a converted quarterback.
I know he will steal Terrell Dodson's spot, but also linebacker is like the only thing that the Dolphins defense didn't need.
I think it's the take the best player, just figure it out later.
But they very much did not take the best player available. For the last 2 rounds, nobody has taken the best player available.
Yeah, but
I get that there's injury concerns, but I also don't care. The amount of times we've seen teams take a guy early with injury concern. It's Will Johnson from last year. It could have been a bigger deal. He fell out of the first round. He didn't fall to round 4.
what was it? Just Will Johnson's ACL was the issue? I forgot. What was the lingering thing?
It was multiple things and a degenerative thing in his knee. So, there was a genuine thing where he might never play, and he got picked in the second round. Jermad's coming back. It just might not be until 2027.
Well, no, the feeling is he might be able to play football this year. It's quite literally the plug in his knee. If something happens there, he's going through this same process again, in losing athleticism with it. Is the way. Once again, I think there's some teams that are in win now mode that should just say,
right, dude. The fact, genuinely, we'll talk about this more tomorrow, I'm sure. The fact Minnesota didn't just take him with either of the 2 picks they had at the end of the third
Cincinnati
pisses me off.
The fact Cincinnati did. You get a
you
good corner. You have nothing to lose on defense.
Right. The Vikings, here's the big one. The Vikings took at the end of the third round. I'm not even going to argue against the Tiernan pick. If they needed another tackle, which they do, then fine. Jacob Thomas, I'm not saying he's bad, but you just took a guy to be with who they took in the first round. It tells me Harrison Smith's coming back, which means you just took a guy to be safety number 5 on your team rather than taking a guy who could be corner 1. That's really stupid.
Yeah.
That pick right there is where you take the flyer on Jermad. And if it doesn't work out, shocker, you got a defensive back who's not going to play. Guess what you drafted anyways? A defensive back who's not going to play.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And it makes me a little upset.
I also
upset.
I also want to shout out one
there
pick.
was a world.
Go ahead.
There was a world, I'm sorry, where the Vikings could have had fucking Connor Lew, the center out of Auburn, and Jermad McCoy in the third round, and wrap it up. That's the best draft this year. It doesn't matter. But no, they did the exact opposite, and now I have to be mad. They did this to me last year, too, with Malachi and Azarie, and I'm still mad.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Trey June. You have no idea who that is, probably.
Center out of...
He's listed as a center. He played tackle at A&M. He was all conference. That's the painful part. I know him. I've worked out with him. He's a great dude. He's a Raider.
The Raiders.
I was talking to my dad. I'm like, we have a problem. He's like, why? June got drafted. That's great for a man. Now's the problem. He's a Raider. Fuck. What do we do?
Yeah, root for the Raiders.
No. But he'll play good for them, I think.
I don't know. Because they just signed Linderbaum.
They just signed Linderbaum.
I forgot about Linderbaum.
The thought was that he was going to move to center because he had played center. he's not gonna play center there. That they're gonna have him be a guard, and that's a multi-positional dude.
With the way that the Raiders built this offseason, and with the fact that we know Cuzzo is the starter for now, I know that's weird, but it always made sense. I think letting your quarterback sit for a little bit is always a good choice.
Yes.
Cuzzo's not a bad choice for who to sit behind. Is there a world if Cuzzo plays like he did at the end of the year for the Falcons last year, where the Raiders are like a sneaky good football team?
Yes.
I'm not going to actually buy into that.
I'm not
I
either.
did that last year and it was a problem.
I'm not even doing that
I
because
had a little more faith in Cuzzo than I did in Gino because Cuzzo's game doesn't change.
The issue I have with the Raiders is not on offense. Your offense is going to be fine. You have Denti. You have, why can I not think of his name? Bowers. The defense I don't trust because you have Max Crosby and who?
You got Max Crosby. You signed Kwity Paye. You just drafted Kieran Crawford.
Oh, and you got McDaniels
there?
Not McDaniels.
You signed...
Kubiak? No.
Yeah. And you signed Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker. You've still got Jamin Davis and Tommy Eichenberg, who are good,
So I think they'll be a lot better this year. They'll be so much better.
Tyree Wilson's still there. Eric Stokes was good last year. They signed Teron Johnson from Buffalo.
I think they'll
Darian Porter gets another year. I think things come together right for the Raiders, especially with the Chiefs probably not being great at the start.
I think they're going to take another huge step.
The Raiders could be sneaky good. That'd be crazy.
No, I think we are looking in a world where if the Chiefs had Mahomes, the AFC West would be what the AFC West was supposed to be last year.
Yeah. Also, the Raiders have the best receiver in the division. Shout out Speedy. He's what you wish Jalen Waddle would be, and you know it.
Anyways, the Broncos had one pick today.
Shout out.
Do you want to do Broncos, quarterbacks, Vikings, or what?
Either way, anything's fine.
Well, we'll talk about the one Broncos pick. Tyler Onedum. I'm probably mispronouncing your last name. My bad, big dog.
What are your thoughts?
Do great. They traded up for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good pick because at the end of the day, we lost John Franklin Myers. And the Broncos, and people don't understand it who don't watch football, love having that rotation, that defensive tackle, and your interior D-line guys of good players. With actual good players who it's not like, oh, Zach Allen's out, here comes who knows who from 10 buck 2. No, he's a quality football player still.
Yeah, your defensive line is literally the most important part of your defense.
And we keep a great rotation of defensive tackle, and our edge room is great. I love it. I get trading up for the guy you wanted. Now we'll talk quarterback since the Vikings actually did stuff in the draft. Unless you want to talk Vikings first.
No, let's talk quarterbacks first.
So, the first one everyone knows. Mendoza's a Raider, pick 1.
I just don't think that's a good move.
If it wasn't, I don't love the move.
Go ahead.
I think I can understand the vision for McDaniels because it feels like he's the kind of quarterback that fits into what he wants to run.
I don't think he is. Kubiak needs a big arm guy and a guy who can do what Sam Darnold did. You know who can do none of what Sam Darnold did? Mendoza.
And Mendoza's
not
a big
smart enough to read defense.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
yes, he is. That was Mendoza's big thing in Indiana. Their offense was built on him reading the defense and making the right read.
No, their offense was literally, because all they did was run RPOs. The easiest thing for any quarterback to do. It's the thing that made Jackson Dart fall on draft boards and have people say he shouldn't be drafted. Mendoza's the same quarterback, but with less arm talent than Jackson Dart. And less athleticism. Mendoza doesn't move me at all. He's the most mediocre quarterback you could have picked 1 overall. That's my thing. It's I get you only get the first overall pick every so often. And I get it. There's not that many players in this draft that were truly worthy of being the number 1 overall pick. That's why I would have taken
I thought he would have.
Jets.
I thought they were going to trade out.
They should have. Because you could have done the Bears with the Bryce Young thing. Go get the haul. that you can get from that. Let Cuzzo run it for a year, and then you have a second year of Cuzzo with what we all hope is going to be a much better QB class next year. Now, we never know. We say that every year. But, like, I just don't... I don't see the vision for Mendoza because he's... The quarterbacks we've seen Kubiak be good with, Mendoza has none of the traits. Like, his arm talent's not that good. Like, he's very accurate, but he doesn't have this crazy big arm. He's not super duper mobile. And then, like, Sam Darnold is one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Everybody will tell you that. Mendoza, his entire great season came off all we do is run RPOs, and that has scared NFL teams off before. I don't know why it didn't this time. And, you know, it's just like last year when I talked about Cam Ward. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's great. I just don't see it. I don't see the vision.
Yeah.
There's a team who I see the vision with even less, though.
We're going to come back to that one.
Oh, okay.
No, because that's.
I get it, but oh.
Carson back to Cardinal.
I'm shocked that they went with the oldest Actually, no, I'm not. I was going to say I'm shocked they went with the oldest quarterback and not a high upside guy like Aller or Meyer. But actually, it makes sense because there's a genuine world where Carson Beck has to start week 1 because Brissett and the Cardinals are still fighting. And I do understand the Cardinals being like, this isn't our QB of the future, probably.
But if he goes out,
but we do think he can go out and play. And I think they just trust him more to go play week 1 than you trust the higher upside guy, you know?
End of the day, Beck played well at Miami. He played well at Georgia. He could just, unironically, play solid quarterback.
What if he's just Jacoby Brissett, but way cheaper?
Yeah. He has Dak Prescott type rookie year potential in the form of he can just do what you need him to do at a pretty good level because he's experienced. He's played in the big games against good opponents.
You're giving him these weapons. Like, there's a world.
Where
you're never going to have the weapons you had at Georgia. Well, the Cardinals kind of do.
Yeah. So you give him a great tight end. You gave him Marvin Harrison. You have Jeremiah Love in the backfield. You know he's going to get the ball out quick.
You're going to get Trey Benson back, so the backfield's going to go crazy.
Your receiver 2 had 1,000 yards last year.
Michael Wilson's their receiver 2. I don't know who their 3 is, though.
Kendrick Bourne. A good receiver.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Like,
the rookies have to go into their year with Kendrick Bourne as their best receiver. So, wide receiver 3, Kendrick Bourne's killer.
And Devin Duvernay is your receiver 5. 4 or 5. Like,
okay.
You're walking into an actual... You have Algier and James Conner also in your back. Holy... Why the fuck did they take Jeremiah Love with this running back group?
Right.
You just paid Algier. You just paid Algier.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And you just re-upped Connor, and Trey Benson's still on his rookie deal for another 3 years.
That Rick's just got so much worse for me. Pittsburgh takes Aller. Solid.
I think it's fun. Have they just given up on Will Howard now? Which is fair, but, like, that's really funny.
Probably.
Like, and I get it. Aller, I mean, he was hyped up to be the number 1 pick. Like, Aller, there might be something worth developing there, and if you get another year of Aaron Rodgers, could be good. Yeah. Could be good. I'm not too mad at it. Who do you think's the next QB off the board, though?
Let me look at who's available, actually.
Nussmeier, Taylon Green, Cade Klubnik, Diego Pavia.
It's definitely Green.
You think so?
Athletic.
Fair.
Young and he's decent age and just athletic. Which gives you upside.
I don't know. Nussmeier was another guy that people really liked, and it was just like an injury thing that tanked his year. There might be a team that's just like, this could be our guy.
But there could be a team that is looking for their guy who's like, we'll just take the athletic flyer in the 4th round.
See, Taylon Green's gonna end up as a fucking like. He's gonna end up in Washington or in Baltimore, so you don't have to change your offense that much, and you just have a backup.
He could end up a Jet.
He doesn't fit there.
But as an athletic flyer who could potentially develop,
where's Justin Fields?
I have no clue. Kansas.
Oh, right. He's the week 1 starter for the Chiefs. That's so incredible.
Like,
oh, I love that.
He could be there. He could end up being the Baltimore backup.
Yeah, that was one of the things I said.
Like, I think Green's going in the 4th round guaranteed. Because someone will see that, like, 4.4 speed at quarterback and say, what do we have to giant on?
Yeah.
Let's talk Ty Simpson.
Yeah, dude. Even the head coach of that team doesn't understand that pick.
He looks so pissed. Did you see they posted his? Did they? You see they posted his phone call with him?
Yeah, and he looked pissed, and then he heard how excited Ty Simpson was, and then he's like, he like starts to smile and pretend he's happy, even though you can like tell he's pissed.
No, but I have a theory on why.
Okay.
I think behind the scenes he was really pushing for AR.
You know what I think the real thing is? Like, that makes sense, but dude, I think, look, there have been the rumors that McVay's going to retire for 3 years. I think McVay wanted to go out on top and with Stafford. Just like, Stafford retired, I'm retiring, I'm done. And McVay saw how close they got to the bowl last year. And he's like, we went out and traded for Trent McDuffie. We're making these moves to go win now. I think McVay's pissed not because they picked a quarterback, but because they picked a quarterback instead of giving him another piece to go win a Super Bowl. And I think now he's like, you're forcing me to develop your quarterback for the next guy when I'm not even going to be here. And he's pissed about that.
Like, I have a feeling, and this is just because this is what the Rams have always done in the draft. They have done the, hey, we're really good. We're just going to take the best player and figure out how to use him. That's literally what they've done. I guarantee you he wanted Ruben Bain. He's like, we have 2 great edge rushers. We'll draft him and figure it out.
Well, it's like, it's Ruben Bain. It's Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh,
it's,
he definitely wanted Sadiq. Perkins is the tight end right now.
Yeah. It's like Mekhi Lemon even. Just like, fuck it. Third wide receiver.
Definitely would have. He was definitely team. Let's just go get the best player we can get and just.
Like, I'm just listing the guys who, like, could be the best guy there. You know, or the final one, I think, he could have even been like, go get Dylan Thieneman.
Yeah.
He's the best safety available. Like, that's what I think McVay wanted, is just go get me the best guy possible. Or, you know, how their entire offensive line was a free agent this year. So maybe go get him somebody to protect Matty Staff.
They might have wanted Blake Miller. He might have wanted, because right now your right tackle is Warren McClendon. Your tackles are horrible right now. Thankfully, you have a quarterback who's really good about getting rid of the ball, but a lot of the plays Sean McVay loves are long developing plays.
There we go.
There you go.
What if it was Ion? What if he wanted the guard out of Penn State?
Yeah.
Like what?
No, he definitely wouldn't have wanted a guard. Their guards are like
the guards good?
Dotson and Avila. They're solid.
Okay.
They're solid. You have bigger issues on your O-line than your guards. You have, let's see, Aldick Jackson and Warren McClendon are your tackles. And Coleman Shelton is your center. You have bigger fish to fry on the O-line than getting a guard.
Well, Ion would make sense then, because Avila could finally move back to center, which is what he played in college.
Yeah.
So like Ione could have made sense there if that was just your best O lineman on the board.
So I don't think
If he
wanted a quarterback.
No.
Or I think he wanted a different quarterback, and it wasn't a first-round guy. I don't think he likes finally having an early first-round pick and using it on a quarterback who's not like that. Like, I understand if it was a generational, another guy who was just... The guys who in front of us are great. Are fine at quarterback, and he falls to us. Like, what happened with Fields? It just, Fields dropped because teams didn't need a QB. But it wasn't that. They just took... They reached on a quarterback because they could have traded down and gotten Simpson.
Yeah. I think they could have gotten Simpson in the second round.
I think looking at the rest of the draft, you run across one team who with their pick, maybe two teams, who might have picked him. Jets, Steelers are the only two teams you would have had to worry about taking Simpson.
I don't think so.
I don't
think the Steelers were going QB that high.
I don't think Jets. So. Dog, the Jets were thinking about Cooper at 16. I'm not trusting what the Jets are thinking.
Yeah, well, but my thing is, I think the Jets are waiting for next year anyway. The Jets' entire thing is, we're going to see if Glenn and the new GM are even worth having around by seeing if they improve at all this season. Yeah. And if not, it's going to be new regime who gets to pick their quarterback. I think Woody Johnson was fully in on I'm not giving this group a chance to go pick a quarterback right now because they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh, now I got to talk about the Vikings.
Yeah, talk Vikings.
I don't know. What did you think of the Caleb Banks pick? Since apparently half the internet hates it and half loves it.
I mean, I get it.
Apparently, Chicago really wanted him, which makes it really interesting.
Like, I understand it because you just lost both your defensive tackles. And that's a big point you have to address. And you draft a really solid player. We'll see if he got hurt last year.
Stay healthy.
Like,
he's had 2 foot injuries.
Yeah.
Which is scary. But Brian Flores, the biggest thing he wants in his defense is that interior guy who he doesn't have to scheme pressures for. That can just be a game wrecker. Yeah. And if Caleb Banks can stay healthy, he is that guy. And I trust Flores with that. Flores, his first ever draft pick was Christian Wilkins. I trust this guy's ability there. And look at the other guys he's pushed for. The Vikings got Jalen Redmond. He's awesome. Levi Drake Rodriguez. He's awesome. And then Tyrion Ingram Dawkins. He was good. He was a 7th round pick. You're not expecting that much. And then they also took Dominic Orange, who is just the biggest human. So that's fun. The Vikings have fully just committed to, we're building this defensive line, and that's how we're going to beat you. Which is interesting because they did trade Jonathan Grenard to the Eagles today. I can see why they didn't want to pay him. He got big money.
Yeah.
4 years, $100 million. That's $25 million a year for a guy who has consistently gotten pressures, but last year had 3 sacks while being the 2nd highest pressure rate in the league. The dude couldn't finish plays. Yeah. That's a problem. Pressures are great. Actually getting the sack and ending the play is better. And especially when we saw at the end of the year when Grenard was out and they put Dallas Turner in Grenard's spot. You know who looked better than Jonathan Grenard? Dallas Turner. So in this world, you keep Van Ginkel, who fits with Flores better anyways, and then you just tell Dallas Turner, go kill a quarterback, and he's going to do really good at that.
Yeah.
Outside of that, their other pick was Jacob Thomas, and I don't think it's they had 2 other picks. Apparently Brian Flores just is the new GM because the Vikings have only picked defense. They did take Caleb Tiernan, who is a
I like it.
tackle out of Northwestern. I don't think it's bad. And I think with the fact that Brian O'Neill and Christian Darrisaw are like guaranteed to miss a game no matter what, it's probably a good thing to have another good tackle on your roster. It just is. Outside of that, though, they also took... Yeah, Jacob Thomas is fine. I just think that was the Jermod McCoy pick. It just should have been. I think there was another another safety you take later. Dude, if you take Jermod McCoy there and you end up with Kamari Ramsey later, I think you did better. I think their best pick, though, is Jake Golday out of Cincinnati. That dude's a stud. If Ivan Pace can return to being a good linebacker, it would be funny to have the Cincinnati linebackers be the linebacking core for this team. But I so far, I don't love Minnesota's draft. I think it's fine. They've filled holes and taken good players. I just think there were better options on the board at like every spot they've picked that fit a hole and are also just an overall better player. Outside of Golday, I think that was perfect. And even Caleb Banks, I'm not mad at it. Like, that could stay. I think, why didn't you trade down with the Eagles, though? You know the Eagles wanted to come up for that receiver. Trade back just a bit. Acquire just a little bit more capital. Also, I do kind of hate the Grenard trade. We just saw Dexter Lawrence, after his worst career season, demand a first-round pick. Crosby demanded 2 firsts. And all the Vikings could get was 2/3 for a guy who is a tier below. But like, I would have been way happier if we got pick whatever it was 54 from the Eagles, their second round pick. If it was just their second for Grenard, I'd be way happier. It just 2/3 stings a little bit when it's, you know, one of your best defensive players. We'll see if it's bad. Because who knows? Grenard could go stay the same player in Philly and, you know, average, 200 pressures but 3 sacks, and then nobody's going to care. But, yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to talk
that's all
about?
I got.
Or do you want to shut it down so then Monday episode is draft recap?
Full draft recap on Monday, so fun.
Full. You and I can talk about what we want to do there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we'll want to talk about all 32 teams.
I mean, maybe to a degree, we're just going to cover some teams more deeply because the players matter more.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, that does it here at Sports at Sunrise. We hope you have an outstanding day. And bye.